for a moment and I'll be back with another sequence. Okay, so next I want to offer some simple acupuncture, acupressure, not puncture, acupressure points that help alleviate pain or imbalance in the body. They're really simple ones that just about everyone can do. And you can sit in a chair, you can sit on the ground if you're comfortable. I would recommend though sitting at this point for most of these. Wanted to give dedication and honor to my current teacher, who is named Rose Ehrenbahn, who directs a school of yoga as well and meridian science called Science of the Self. So I've been studying with her, doing some training and making a point to share. As my yoga students know, I've been sharing a lot of this work for a while now. So I wanted to just do some simple points. This is for anyone. So we'll start. The first point I wanted to work with is the heart. The heart meridian runs along the pinky finger. It goes up the arm and it goes right into the armpit. So it starts in there. So we'll do a simple point. It's on the wrist. So you'll find your pinky and you'll go down to the tendons, sort of right at the outer wrist, and you go up close. And then I'm just turning my hand this way. You can keep it wherever it's comfortable, like on your lap or on a knee or something. You just press. It's just simple pressure, pressing in. You can press in and a little up towards the actual the heart. So drawing sort of up the arm. That's great. And you'll kind of have to sometimes move around a little bit. There's bones and things there. And if you're feeling something, probably on the point. So breathe. Some people like just direct pressure. Take some deep breaths. For others, some movement. This is a really good one to like to give to someone else, but perfectly accessible and easy enough to do to yourself. Do it anywhere. This is a path or a pressure point that will bring a sense of calm. It's for mind calming and just bringing clarity. So the heart is our way of connecting to the self, to that clear path, wisdom. The heart relates to the element of fire, so light. Energy. Ruler, the heart is the, in Chinese medicine, said the heart is the ruler of the body and mind. And we want to let our awareness rest there. In yoga, it's where we find the self, the truth of who we are. So you do your other side. We're holding these points. You want to do them you can do them for as long as you want, as short as you want. So again, you're at the pinky side of the hand, and going between the tendons, find that little indent, and then you can sort of, if you want to draw it a little upward towards the up towards the heart. You want to do these for maybe 2 minutes. You can do longer, shorter. This heart's 7, so if you've looked at the charts of the pathways, the acupuncture meridian system, you'll see those little numbers. You just track the path. 7. The wrist. Okay. Next one we're going to do is along the gallbladder pathway. I'm going to do another video for where we do the sort of along the pathway slapping. that I've shared a lot with my yoga students. So I'll do those separately so we can keep this in a nice time frame. But the gallbladder one that we're going to work with is, so you're going to go from your temples right here, and then you go back a little bit behind, a little back over the ears, and you'll find there's a little point there to press. This is a great one for headaches, migraines. The gallbladder relates to the wood element. Emotionally, the channel, it runs up and down the side of the body and around the side of the skull, kind of where we are. And it zigzags a little bit back there, but and then it goes all the way to the outer eye corners. So gallbladder can relate to frustrations, anger, so letting go of frustration, anger. When it's functioning well, it's like our goals are met. Sort of have that amazing energy to go do what we need to do and function well. You can circle or sort of massage, pressing, and as you breathe, on the exhale, you may be able to just soften it a little more, like add more pressure, but you don't ever have to force it. And if anything feels like too much, just back off. So you are your healer, you are your own bringer of these medicines, touch, and moving energy. So again, really good one you can do at your desk or in the middle of the day or really anywhere. Okay, next one we're going to do is, it's along the stomach pathway. The stomach pathway runs from the first toe and it goes up the front of the leg, up the thigh, it goes in front of the hip flexors to the abs on the side of the belly button, and then goes to the rib cage, all the way up to behind the collar, around the throat, and then it goes to the lower eyelid. So we're going to work with the throat. Stomach pathway relates to worry, right? You get the stuff in the gut, so that kind of makes sense, right? That you will hold stuff. So releasing worry, repetitive thought, anxiety, stuff like that. So we're gonna work with the throat today. And what you're gonna do is, it's a pretty sensitive area, so you don't have to go super forceful, but it's between the Adam's apple and then the sternocleidomastoid muscle, this big long muscle here, and you want to press and pinch. So you find that point, and at first, like for some, it helps to kind of lean into the side that you're on, and then you can lean away. And again, you can find whether you want to just find apply the pressure and breathe, or a little. I like to roll it a little bit. Just relaxing into it as best you can. When you lean into it, of course, the muscle shortens. When you go away from it, you're getting a little bit more of the extension. This can help us also connecting our head and our heart. So, always kind of up in the head and the worry, it can help us kind of connect that. A lot of times it has to do with energy around the throat, communication. Do your other side. Really helpful. I should have put it, I guess, if I put this on YouTube, I can put it in the directions or whatever, but have short nails. So between the Adam's apple, big muscle, and you point it out in there and grab. can be a really intense one for many. Just keep the breath calm. And if you lean away from it, I might not be showing this the best. Good. Let's do a point, pressure point for the lung. Okay, so the lung is lung pathway. It starts in the thumb, goes up arm to about here, and then so what we're gonna do is go to the lung 3. It's on the arm. So if you think about that pathway and go to about where your deltoid is, it's about right under there. You'll press and just do one side at a time. You can do both together, but what's nice to do one at a time or one side at a time is that you might observe and notice changes or differences between the two sides of the body. The lung energy emotionally relates to grief. So letting go. Said on the other, on the other end of grief, on the other side, so to speak, the other wing is liberation. So that freedom. It's totally normal and usual to have emotional things come up while you're pressing on points. And just try to stay with it and breathe, and again, know that the pressure can decrease, increase. Again, this is a really good one. Do your other side, and you find the line of the little in from the deltoid. You can again press or massage. It might be tender, it might be more tender on one side or the other side. Great one to just do, anywhere. On a walk. Sometimes walk around like this. I'm usually holding a dog leash, so I can't really. So the lung, we're just going to do a couple more today. There's lots of them, so I'll make more videos as I'm learning and creating little sequences. So kidney, we're going to go to the sole of the foot. Okay, so kidney 1, kidney relates to water. So kidney 1 is at the bottom of the foot. It is really easy to do if you're in a chair. Just bend your knee, grab the bottom of the foot. Some people like to turn the leg out and do kind of like this, the thumb. The point is about in the middle of the like wide part of the foot. We do this in a yoga sequence, like standing. I like to do it on the ground. Just have my knee like bent in a little towards me, and I lean forward. I grab my foot and keep my heel on the ground. So however you're comfortable, you'll feel that indent and just press. And we'll do both sides, left, right, kidney on the left, yin, right, yang, yang, and this is a very grounding point. If you have sleep problems, insomnia, just have trouble falling asleep, this is a great one. It's also very good for tightness in the hamstrings. I used this point a lot when I had a small hamstring injury last year, but also a really great one to, if you have one of those my name by, but if you have one of those balls, tennis ball works, but racket balls best, or those little massage balls. They make ones with little bumps on them for the feet. Those are nice. But anyway, pressing your foot onto that, really good too at this point, or you can do it all over the foot, but kidney. Okay, so the kidney is, go ahead and switch. In the Chinese medicinal system, traditional Chinese medicine, there are sort of three facets to the energy. So you have qi, which you've probably heard, which is the life force. In yoga, similar to prana, right? Just energy, life force, qi, and we cultivated that when we did all the movement, kind of letting things flow and recalibrate and balance. And then you have the heart, which we talked about a little bit earlier, and that's called shen, and that is the ruler of the entire mind and body. The fire element, the seeing clearly, clarity, right? Being at peace. So the kidney, though, relates to, or the third one is called the jing, and you've maybe heard of that too, and it refers to our essence, energy, essence. You're born with a certain amount, and it is it's housed in the kidneys. So as you age, you can lose jing. Things that deplete it could be like excess anger, or things that deplete the body, like stimulants, or excess of just any sort of depleting kind of actions. So kidney, grounding, hamstring, great one for insomnia. Okay, so remember it. Okay, so we'll do let's do just one more. This one's, again, another really common one. It's another long one, so you've probably just done it naturally. Most people have, just pressing in at that sort of meaty part of the thumb. You can rest your hands in your lap. We're going to move into just a short meditation. You can keep pressing place. Breathing. Another point for a final one you could do is just pressing right between the brow. When you're ready, just close the eyes. Be comfortable. You can even lay down and completely relax. Just take a moment, take a couple minutes to allow your body to receive this beautiful, incredible gift that you just gave yourself. Loka samasta supino bhavantu. Om shanti 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 hi. May all beings be happy. May all beings be liberated. May all be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. May these teachings and all that we learn and practice be of service to our true self that resides in the heart, and in turn serving the entire universe of which we are all part of, the greater body of beings, animals, plants, friends of the world. Have a beautiful rest of your whatever time it is where you are, and I'll see you again soon.